Today we are going to do a short brief analysis of this Chinese model or Belarus model. So basically what happens is that Yutong, Xiongtong, Haiga, Dragon, basically those are basic board. So what they do is that the Chinese, they manufacture this board, Xiongtong, Yutong, and or Dragon board. So, and usually Belarus, they manufacture the Dragon. But the trick on this board is like Andare, a Marco Polo board. So what they do is that they usually either use a Scania engine, but they commonly use the Cummins. Cummins engine is a very common engine, and it's mainly used by the all American trucks, those internationals, IA6, whatever. They use mainly Cummins engine, so they depend only on the horsepower, on the engine capacity. So the Chinese, they prefer to use those Cummins engine. But the interior, they are doing quite a nice job in terms of interior. But however, for like cross border, I don't think they are very comfortable or suitable for those journeys. But intercity travels, I think they are doing a very good job. And one thing which I also want to applaud this Chinese model, they are making it easy or accessible, especially for African market, because they do the franchise, and you can get it on loan basis and you pay it over time. So if you're interested in such deals, I can always link you to the rest people. I think I have a knowledge about it. I did a previous video on how to buy these buses. The average cost for a 75-seater bus, it's about, if it's a brand new, we're talking of 160 to 180, depending on the specs, on the extras on that bus. They usually either come on manual gear shift or automatic gear shift. The dashboard and the instrument control, I think it's quite nice, and depending on which model you take for the bus, and each year they're trying to update D12, D13, D14. Those are basic models, but the engine usually remains the same. That's or there will be slight improvement on the engines, but there will be either Cummins, Scania, but mainly Cummins, that's the common. But however, from my own analysis, when I went to DEFE, when we're coming back, I think there is a gap on the market since they are flooding the market with these Chinese buses. I think there's a lot of need to be done in terms of driver training, because I saw a lot of these buses which went to DEFE, they had clash problems. We had to bail out a lot of buses. I cannot mention the company names because it's like I'll be decampaigning my fellow competitors. But I saw they develop clash problems or gearbox problems so quickly. And the lifespan of this bus is usually three or mainly 4 to 5 years. It will be a struggle, and it's quite costly, and but it's very accessible for our market in Africa. And the one thing which I want to big up the Chinese, that they manage to market well their buses, and it seems like our players, they are enjoying, and the efficiency of delivering these new buses, I think they are top notch. On the other end, the other competitor is the Brazilian buses, which is the Scanias, Antare, Eriza, etc. They're usually G6, they're being manufactured in Brazil. We'll talk about it, but for now I just wanted to analyze this Chinese model. Yes, it's okay. The value for money, you can get it when you use it, and if you have a good route, you can always recover.